To you, man. How you doing?
Good.
You doing good?
Yeah. How y'all doing?
Man, we're excited, man. We've been getting calls all week. Let me tell you something. I did no advertising, straight up, because I knew we didn't have enough room to just be advertising. I did no marketing. And it's amazing what word of mouth can do, huh? I probably posted on Facebook twice. I didn't pass out now flyer. So you got quite a following, my brother.
Glad to do what I do.
We appreciate that, man. We appreciate that. Now, y'all can clap for that, man. That was really nice of you to come out here. Now, I know you're a traveler, man. I heard that you just came back from South Africa or something like that.
Yeah, I did a whole tour of like Southern Africa, Eastern Africa. So me and my whole crew reached records strictly, Tadashi show, or not show, but Tadashi Pro, KB. We just went all the way around Africa. So it was great. It was a great trip, yeah.
Well, that's awesome, man. What was it like going to the motherland?
It was good. I think everybody, you know, if given opportunity, should step outside of their normal environment, you know, and see another way of life. And so, you know, over there are believers who are just as strong, just as passionate about their faith as we are. On top of that, you know, they don't have half of the things that we have over here in the United States, but they're so grateful for their faith. They're so grateful for us coming, and then, you know, just as an encouragement too. Just recently, I found out that only 1% of African Americans actually do mission work, and so it was kind of, you know, encouraging for them to see, you know, a group of us out there, you know, to serve and to serve them, and so it was just cool, man.
Man, that is awesome, man. We do missions in Haiti, my wife and I, every quarter.
Awesome.
And it's amazing how you said, you know, you're encouraging a lot of us to get outside of our comfort zone and go in these areas because we really don't know how good we have it.
Oh, I'm telling you.
You know, I come back from Haiti, I start thanking God for paved roads and order. I love the police when I come back. Like, man, thank God for police, because in Haiti there's no order. But I got a few questions for you tonight, man, and I want you just to share your heart, be free to just be candid tonight, man, be relaxed, no pressure. But I want to know a little bit, and I'm sure they want to know, how did you actually get started in the music business?
How did I get started? So I've been rapping since I was a little kid, since I was like, how old are you right here? Chewing? 8? Yeah, around about 8. I was rapping around about his size, and I just loved it, and I would just, you know, do it for fun, and then I just kept getting older and wanted to do it more and more. And I wasn't, you know, as I was in school, I wasn't the best athlete, I wasn't the best, you know, I wasn't the most academic, but I could rap, and so it was kind of like what I did in the cafeteria, and you know, I just kept getting better and better at it, and you know, I ended up going to college, becoming a Christian, and all the things that I was writing about just started to change. My love for God grew. My writing just started to change for me to articulate how much I love the Lord, and you know, what just happened was I was asked to come and volunteer at a juvenile detention center. One of my friends was a chaplain. He said, hey, come volunteer and do some of those songs, you know, for those guys. And I went over there, did a few songs for them, and then, you know, that one day turned into a week, and that week turned into a month, that month turned into a year, that year turned into 3 years of just serving, you know, the 40 inmates in the juvenile detention center and doing songs for them. And that's really where I just developed my passion and my craft. And one of my good friends, Ben, you know, heard me in there. He said, man, I just love your passion. Let's put some of this on CD. And, you know, we put some of it on CD and just kind of spread it around, and it just spread like wildfire. You know, just God just blew on it. And
awesome, man.
It just spread.
That's awesome. Now, you say that, and I realized I did a little research on you, by the way. Google is a great tool, right? I got all his business on Google. Be careful, though. Be careful with that.
You might find some untrue things.
Yes, absolutely. There's some haters out there. I saw a few haters. But you lived in a lot of different cities.
Yeah.
So what city did most of your musical influences come from, or was it like a combination of all?
Yeah, it was probably, I would say, living in Texas. When I lived in Dallas, and being in Texas at the time, Texas didn't really have a music scene, so it just pulled from everywhere, mostly the South. And so it pulled from a lot of the Southern hip hop. So Atlanta was definitely one of the places that Texas is pulling from. And so probably being in Texas really developed my musical style.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Texas. My wife's from Texas. She was like that. She's from San Antonio already. Now, you released about 5 albums to date, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think has changed about your first album, Real Talk, to your most recent album, Rehab?
With Real Talk, you know, when you first become a Christian, you kind of I was. When you're really passionate, sometimes you're passionate but rude. You know, and, so you just walk over people like, Jesus, do you know him? You know, and just screaming on people, you need to save the day. You don't know Jesus. And so Real Talk was kind of that, just like slapping people upside the head, like, you gonna know this truth. And just as I've grown, I've learned there's truth and there's grace, and, you know, just being gracious to people, loving people. And so now with my music, it's a little more grace oriented. You know, it's like it's the same Jesus, but I won't punch you after I tell you about it. So, yeah.
That's awesome, man. Now, how do you come up with like all these crazy good titles for you? I was looking at your the titles of your albums.
Yeah.
How do you put some thought into some of this? Like, how do you come up with that?
Can be